Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
First carry for Spencer Ware. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
24 is the mark.
Ryan. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line.
And Ito Smith was a little bit of a surprise in 2018. Got unexpected playing time due to the absence of Devontae Freeman. Took full advantage of it. Had 27 catches out of the backfield last season. There's another one this year.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Hey, South. Watch the win. All right, 25.
Running on 1st down with Ware. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, kill. 53. 45. Hey, Foxtrot. Clock.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. Over.
At the 48-yard line.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. We go 21, 21. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Hey, I said.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, as they've got it with a first and 10. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
At the 14-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. Strong left, strong left. Here we go, D.
Now a play fake. Breeze. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Kamal Ishmael. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you act.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there. To get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Ryan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Ready? We're waiting. 45. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up second and 7 at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
A gain of 17 yards.
Kill.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the team...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
36. Hey, exit. Easy.
On play action. Now Breeze. Flush to his right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11. Kill. Check 26. Check. Smooth.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Ready. 5-9. 11. Kill. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, easy. Hey, Alpha. Right there. 54, right there. Kill.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. The final shot before half for Breeze. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, the The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Kamara. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
11. 54. Hey, wahoo! Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 5-yard line.
The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on 2nd and long.
Check. All right, 25 to that.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now it's Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense. in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
First down.
Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
You don't want it. Watch out. 21.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one 4th quarter comeback for the rush coming, and he's taken down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
56 to 51. Down. 56. Let him know. Let him know.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
So don't say nothing. You're good. I'm full. Ready. Under 10. 10. Greystone, travel. You're good. I'm full. Ready. Hey, echo. 25. You don't want that. You're good.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo.
A breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Cameron Jordan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Marcus Davenport. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He'll take this deep in his own territory. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10.
Ready? You ready? Check. 42's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 5-9. Watch the screen. Watch Sammy. 15. Check 50. Hey, Charlie.
Breeze is looking to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Don't get nervous.
They'll run it again with Smith. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Even. 4 down. Even. Hey, express.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
All day, every day. Hey, South. 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
To throw again. Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and this was truly a total